Steve Jones, congratulations on being named the new CEO of Covanta. So now that you're here, tell me, what's the market like right now for turning waste into energy?
If you look kind of around the world, there's a number of geographies where the regulatory support's probably a little bit better than the U.S. So we've got facilities that we're building now in places like Dublin, Ireland, even places like, so the EU's an important jurisdiction from a growth standpoint. Even places like China have regulatory support that's different than the U.S. In the U.S., really the approach is around working with municipalities that already have energy from waste facilities and look at energy from waste as kind of a solution to the waste issues that they have in their communities.
The drop in oil prices really has depressed a number of renewable energy shares, including yours. So tell me how it really affects you.
So really oil, it doesn't have as big of an impact. If you look at renewable energy and production of power, what really impacts that more is natural gas. And so if you look at this past winter, natural gas pricing stayed low, power pricing then relatedly stayed low. And so any impact really is from the lower natural gas pricing, particularly from shale gas production in the U.S.
Climate change, greenhouse gases, these are huge issues. People keep talking about them. But is it enough to get a municipality to switch their power plant to renewable energy, to a plant like Covanta's where you're turning waste into energy?
So, there's a number of choices to make power. The use of waste is a renewable power, and so the alternative for waste is to put it into landfills. And when waste goes to a landfill and gets buried in the ground, it decomposes, and it produces methane gas. Methane gas is more than 30 times more potent than CO2. And so when municipalities and governments look at their solutions for their waste issues, I think the better choice than landfilling is to take this waste to an energy from waste facility.
Are you getting any help from the federal government in a push towards turning waste into energy?
Not to any great extent. If you look again around the world, there's other governments that are probably more supportive of energy from waste. I think they're a little more forward-looking on what they need to do to solve their waste issues, and they're making choices to not divert the waste to landfills. They'd rather have it go to energy production.
For example, in Dublin, you're constructing a plant. Talk about what's going on there.
Yeah, so in Dublin, we have a plant that's under construction now, working with the Dublin City Council and the regional authorities. It takes about 600,000 metric tons per year of waste, so it's a sustainable solution to the waste issues that they have in Dublin. It's about a €500 million investment. It produces a number of jobs, so about 500 jobs during the construction phase, and then when we're operating, about 100 jobs. So it's a good solution. We've got good returns on the project, so from our shareholder standpoint, it's a good way to continue to grow the energy from waste business.
And you're also doing recycling here in the U.S. You have plans for a facility in Indianapolis. This should, correct. I guess the production or the construction should start next year. Tell me about the plans for that one.
Yeah, so we're in the permitting phase for a advanced recycling center in Indianapolis. Indianapolis had fairly low recycling rates, so they were looking for a low-cost to no-cost way to recycle. And so we're taking a single stream of waste and using advanced sorting in order to recover 80 to 90% of the paper, plastic, and metals in that waste stream.
All right, thanks a lot for coming on, Steve.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching The Street.